What's up and welcome back, Wargamers. This is Battleshock Wargaming Studio, and we're getting ready to play another exciting game of Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Dave, you are so pumped today. What are we doing?
Super pumped. One of my armies got a glow up. It is the Blades of Khorne, baby, and I'm really excited. I'm going to be running one of my more classic builds to see how it plays in the new book while I'm building up some of the new units. Really, really pumped.
For everyone who's been with us before, you guys know we love Khorne. I'm recently been playing the Fyreslayers, and I'm loving them so much. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for joining us. Lots of new subscribers, tons of new members, and it's so exciting to see this community grow. Give us a comment down below, smash that like button, give us that subscribe. We're trying to reach 10,000 subscribers this year.
Oh yeah.
Huge goal,
Yep.
But I think we can do it.
Yep.
And we're also trying to hit 100 members. Big shout out to all of our members. We love you guys so much. If you're interested in our membership service, there's a link down below. It has all sorts of special perks, but most importantly, it has extra battle reports.
Absolutely. We're working hard to get out a bunch of battle reports for you. We've got a ton of new content on the way. All of the armies that I have shelved for a while are all getting new tomes, so much fun stuff on the way. Go check it out. Big shout out to both of our affiliates, Baron of Dice, who supplies our beautiful objective markers, and the resin dice that we roll on this channel. They're amazing. Go ahead and check them out. There's a link down below with a promo code. And huge shout out to Gray Matter Games for going ahead and sending us all of these brand new battle mats, which we're having a blast running. Also, link down below with a promo code. Go support his business. So, Michael, with that being said, let's get into this, buddy. Let's take a look at the armies.
Let's do it.
All right, extremely excited to get Blades of Khorne back on the table. I have decided to try the Baleful Lord subfaction. It's all about the Bloodthirsters. If I have a Bloodthirster holy with an aid of another one, they get to fight top bracket. Super neat. Here's my general, Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster. He's going to have Halo of Blood, so he can fight first. He also is going to have Firebrand, and he is going to know the prayer, Unholy Flames. That's a +1 to rend prayer, and he also has a lot of attacks at -2 rend D3 damage. We got a Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage. This is a normal one. He has 5 big attacks with big damage, D3 +3, and also he has an ability called Outrageous Carnage, which can do a bunch of mortal wounds in an aura. Then we have Old Choppy, another Bloodthirster of Insensate. He's going to have Argath, the King of Blades, and this is going to allow him to ignore ward rolls within 3 of him. Up next, we got a little Slaughter Priest. He is going to have the prayer Blood Sacrifice, so I can get extra blood type points, and he is just straight up vanilla. Then we've got another Slaughter Priest, Proxy, while I'm painting the other one. He is going to have the prayer Bronzed Flesh for +1 to save, and he's going to be a Tunnel Master. Then we've got the Wrath Axe. Wrath Axe is double range. If I chant it from inside my terrain feature, it does a bunch of mortal wounds and does block. I've got 2 units of 10 Blood Reavers. Blood Reavers are lame. They don't do any damage, but they help me get blood type points in multiple different ways and just snag objectives, so that's why they're here. 2 units of Bloodletters. They have extra wounds, extra attacks, and they have a ward if they are outside aid of an enemy, so they're a lot chunkier than they used to be. Let's see how they do on the battlefield. Then we've got 2 units of 5 Fleshhounds. Fleshhounds are fast attack. They have a pretty good amount of attacks, no rend though, and they can also unbind with their collars. And then here is the Blood Altar. If I am wholly within 8 of this, I can reroll my chanting rolls. If my opponent miscasts, he's going to take D6 instead of D3, and it's awesome. Here's the dice I'm going to be taking today. That awesome sigil is going to be a 6. So there you have it, Baleful Lords. Let's see what Michael brought today.
Taking a look at the Fyreslayers. We're playing Greyfjord Lodge, which gives all of my foot heroes +1 wound, and then lets me take extra relics on my foot heroes, so I have so many relics today. Looking at the general today, we have the Runefather of Magmadroth. His command trait is Blood of the Berserker, so that's a once per battle, fight twice. His artifact of power is the Axe of Grimnir, which is +1 rend, +1 damage on his great big axe. And then his mount trait is Coalheart Ancient, which is -1 damage against melee weapons. Next up, we have a Rune Smiter. This one has the Forge Key. He knows the Prayer of Ash, which is an 18-inch prayer of -1 to wound. Our next guy is the next Rune Smiter. He has the artifact of power, the Volatile Brazier, which allows him to bring out an invocation at double the range, and he gets to re-roll that invocation. Next up, we have the Battlesmith. He has the artifact of power, Nilcilian Icon. This gives a 12-inch bubble of a 4-up Spell Ignore, which is going to be my only magic protection in this whole army. This guy also does 4-up rallies, which is nice. Next up, we have the Grimwrath Berserker. If you guys don't know, this guy slaps really hard. He has the artifact power Drought of Magmadroth Ale, which is once per battle, double his attack characteristic. And this guy gets to fight twice on a 2-up, and he also fights again if he dies. We have 2 units of 10 Volkite Berserkers with the bladed sling shields. These guys are here to be my screens because they have a 4-up save. Then we have a unit of Volkite Berserker, not Volkite Berserkers, Hearthguard Berserkers with the Berserker Broadaxe. Rend 1, 2 damage, 2-inch range, awesome guys. Next up, we have the Poleaxes on the Hearthguard Berserkers. These guys do mortals on 6s to hit. And both units of Hearthguards have a 4-up ward as long as they're near a hero. Next up, we have the Molten Infernoth. This guy comes out, moves 2d6. Anything within 3 inches takes mortals on 6s. D3 mortals if I roll doubles. And then we had the Flame Spitter. This is going to sit in the back, shoot mortals at 1 unit at a 24-inch range. So we have some pew-pews with our invocations. And we have the freshly painted pizza oven is here. It is going to give me +1 to chanting rolls for priests wholly within 18 of this, which is really helpful. And once a game, I get to hand out pizza and give out wards. These are the Fyreslayer dice that we're rolling today. That rune is going to be a 6. That's the list. Let's take a look at the mission.
All right, before we take a look at the battle plan, big shout out to everybody on our Wall of Heroes. These are lords and commanders in our membership service, and they put forth that little bit of extra effort to help us run this channel. Really appreciate all of you. So today we're going to be playing Path of a Champion. This is a 4-objective battle, and we are deployed in opposite quadrants of the battlefield. The special rule for this one is leadership forged in battle. So at the start of your hero phase, if you have a Galatian champion contesting the objective that's wholly outside your territory, you can pick 2 battle tactics instead of 1, just to try to clinch out a couple extra points, which is kind of interesting. We're going to be scoring hold 1, hold 2, hold more. We're going to be scoring battle tactics and grand strategies. Michael, what's your grand strategy, man?
Masters of the Forge, so I have to keep an invocation on the battlefield at the end of the game.
Okay, that's way more interesting than what I'm doing. I'm going to do Take What's Theirs, because the grand strategies in the new Khorne book are lackluster, I guess? So yeah, Take What's Theirs. So with that being said, let's go ahead and see who has initiative.
All right, Wargamers, we're back from deployment. We're about to get into it, but we have a couple of pre-battle round things that we need to complete. I have to swear a Grimwrath oath for my Grimwrath Berserker.
Yes.
And I'm going to do one that you never ever see, and it's going to be great. I will cut down the priests of Grimnir's enemies. And my Grimwrath Berserker, if he's targeting a priest, gets +1 hit, wound, and damage if he's targeting a priest.
And my general has Firebrand, which means he's a priest. So that means that the Grimwrath Berserker hates my general. And
so much.
Just gonna try to kill him. So I think that's cool.
I like it.
I think that's really exciting. I don't have any pre-battle stuff, I don't think. I do have my Slaughter Priest Garrison, so if I do an invocation, I get double the range. But he's also the one that does blood bags. So sure. I can get a blood tithe point. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do, but you've decided to give me the turn.
I have. I was 4 drops, David was many. So David's going to go first because I don't want to take a double. So with all of that being said, you know the armies, you know the mission, you know who's going first. Comment down below who you're rooting for. I'm rooting for Khorne.
I'm rooting for Fyreslayers.
So, David, what's your battle tactic?
Battle tactic's going to be Cunning Maneuver because I have no other one I can do, dude.
Yep.
So I'm going to do Cunning Maneuver. I have a dude right here who is a Galatian champion. He has Tunnel Master, but I will be able to auto-run him over here, so I'll probably save Tunnel Master to get him back to where I want him later.
Okay.
Because he'll be relatively safe after he does that move. So I'm gonna get rid of an easy battle tactic early, but I want to start scoring points, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Important.
Let's go ahead and get into heroic actions. I am going to just try to get a command point. Let's try to get a command point with this little dude right here, the Slaughter Priest on the outside. He does not on a 2.
Let's get a command point with the Battlesmith. Yes.
He has Unholy Flames. He's going to give it to Old Choppy for a +1 to rend. This is a 4, and I can re-roll this because I'm holy with an 8 of my shrine. It fails, and I miscast.
Uh-oh.
And then it goes off because I can re-roll. So we're going to be +1 to the rend for Old Choppy.
Nice.
And then we are going to do Bronze Flesh on the same model. Goes off. So he's going to be +1 to his save. And then we are going to try to summon the Wrath Axe on a 4. Fails. And succeeds.
Out it comes.
Okay. So this is going to come out wholly within 16 of the shrine because he's garrison. An axe has come out of the ground and is flying at some dudes. That moves 8 inches, not till the end though. So let's go ahead and continue. All right, that's the end. So let's go ahead and move the Wrath Axe. Okay, so I crossed over 2 units, the Volkites. I did not cross over the Grimwrath Berserker, so we're just going to do those 2 units on a 2-up, D3 mortal wounds. Let's do the shield ones. Yes, for 1.
6. Take a wound.
Take a wound, and then we're going to go into the double axe boys. Nothing happens. And then on a 3, now on a 2-up, I can pick a unit within 3. On a 2-up, it does D3 mortal wounds. On a 6, it does D6 mortal wounds, and the invocation is removed. Let's go ahead and I'm actually going to put that on the Berserkers that are already wounded because I want to try to get a model off the board.
Onto the Volkites.
It goes off, and it's D3 for 1.
A 6.
Okay, I summoned my mighty invocation, and I did
2 wounds.
2 wounds. 2 wounds. All right, so it is the end of the hero phase. If I had blood type points, now is when I would use them. I do not though. So we're going to go ahead and get into my movement phase, and we'll be right back to show you what I did.
David, you've completed your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on over here.
I ran some blood letters onto the point. I auto-ran my Slaughter Priest onto the point to get Cunning Maneuver. I ran some more Blood Reavers laterally to hold that point a little bit more. I moved my Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage right there in front of the shrine. Behind him is the Slaughter Priest, some Blood Reavers that I'm going to get Blood Tithe points with later, and some Blood Letters holding the point. And then over here, I ran 2 units of Flesh Hounds, and I rolled a 1 on both of them, so I was not able to get onto that point. It's okay, I'll still have more for now. And then I moved my 2 Bloodthirsters over behind those screens. One's fight first, one makes Michael ignore, or to where he can't take ward saves, and then also has Bronze Flesh. So that's nice. And that's it, man. I don't have any shooting. I'm not going to charge anything, so we can just go ahead and get onto the hero cam and score me up.
Khorne have completed their turn. David, how'd you score?
I scored 5 points. I hold 1, 2, and more. I completed my battle tactic of
Cunning Maneuver.
Cunning Maneuver. So yeah, 5 points. Looking pretty good. We're going to go ahead and get into Michael's turn. Michael, what are you going to do for your battle tactic?
I'm going to pick one from the book, Seized by Force. I can pick this battle tactic only if you control fewer objectives than my opponent. You complete this tactic if at the end you control more objectives than your opponent.
Perfect.
So I'm going to use my guy in reserve who's tunneling right now, and he's going to pop up and try and steal that point over there. Let's do heroic actions.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm going to try and get a command point with the Battlesmith again. He does not get one.
Okay, I'm going to try to get a command point with my Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage right here. He does not.
I have 4 command points that I don't need, so we're going to rally the Volkite Berserkers on a 4-up.
Oh, he gets the battle. He gets the Volkite Berserker back that I killed with the axe. How about your rune? What are you going to do for your rune?
We are going to do the rune of everybody gets a ward, because I'm going to yeet some guys across the battlefield, so I'm not going to be in my bubble. The rune of Fiery Determination. So everyone gets a 6-up ward. On a 6,
your heroes would have had a 5-up.
I'd be fine with them just taking that away. Like I never ever count on it. we're going to chant and summon the Flame Spitter.
Flame Spitter!
Flame Spitter. And this is going to come out on a rerolling 2-up.
Okay. Oh, look, it came out.
Oh, look, it came out.
All right, Michael has put his Flame Spitter next to the Magmadroth. He gets to double the range of his invocations. So it's right there. It's within 24 of some Blood Reavers and also some Fleshhounds, which is nice for Michael. All right, what's next?
That procs at the top of shooting. So that's that.
Okay.
And I think that's it for my hero phase stuff.
Okay, oh yeah, because your other chanter is in reserve.
He is in reserve. He's tunneling right now.
He's tunneled.
He is the tunnel master.
All right, beautiful. Well, let's go ahead and get a movement. We'll be right back to show you what Michael did. Michael, you've completed your movement phase. Tell me what you did, starting with these Volkites.
Volkites auto ran so that they could snag that point. We have 2 on it now. The Grimwrath rolled a 2 for his run, so he moved slightly over. The rest of the Hearthguard are still on the point. They're waiting for the countercharged. My general is waiting in the back, just doing a great job, just hanging out. He moved like a half inch. These Volkite Berserkers with the sling shields moved their 4 inches. They're looking at a 9-inch charge on some Reavers. And then my Rune Smiter has arrived with his complement of Volkites, and we put 6 on that point to David's 5. So we have seized it by force, as long as I don't screw this up somehow in the next few minutes. So that is it for movement.
Okay, we're looking at the Blood Reavers. Michael is within 24 of them, and because of their unit size, he's going to get to add 1 to the modifier for the Flame Spitter. He's gonna roll 12 dice, mortals on 5s.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mortals.
Okay, 5 mortals. Sounds good. All right, now that he's done shooting, charges a little bit longer for the Volkites. Let's go ahead and get set up and look at some charges.
Charging with the Volkites, looking for a 10.
Oh, he gets it! He gets it. They get the movement. He's gonna move them in.
After this unit makes a charge roll, you can pick 1 enemy unit within 1 inch and roll 1 dice for each model in this unit, my unit, and each 6 is a mortal.
Uh-oh. My poor 80-point unit. Please don't kill them, Michael.
I would need, you wanted me to kill him. You need that blood type point.
Yeah.
Take a mortal on the charge.
I will.
I'm just excited to have gotten 4 more guys on the point. Like,
yes. Now that could legitimately be hard to take back.
Like,
shit.
I accidentally did a thing.
So you got 11 attacks, 4s and 3s?
No, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks.
Oh yeah, because they don't fight in 2 ranks.
No.
I'm on Mystical now, so the first 3 guys that die, aside from the leader, will have a 6-up ward. Michael has piled in. The dwarves charge 10 freaking inches. They're having the best time ever. I didn't think they were ever going to get in after what happened last time.
So we have 8 attacks into the Reavers. We're going to all-out attack, so we can hit on 2s, wound on 4s, rend 1 with the war picks.
Okay, and then I'm going to do an all-out defense. So I have a 5-up save, so I'll have a 6-up save, and then I'm on mystical terrain with 3 dudes, so I'll have ward saves of 6-up until they're dead. Okay, go ahead, Michael.
Hitting on 2s. I rolled 4 1s.
Okay.
Can't have all of the luck, I see. Okay, I wounded 3.
Okay, 3 6s. I saved 1, and then I have 2 6s.
Yep.
And I failed them. So 2 more Blood Reavers go down. Okay, I'm gonna fight with 2 Blood Reavers. Okay, the leader's in there. They have 2 attacks each with their Reaver blades. 1 extra attack for the leader. This is 4s and 4s. Oh yeah, 4 hits.
Nice.
3 wounds.
Nice. 4s. Failed 2.
Single damage.
And then 6s. Oh, you got a guy.
Okay, I killed that same guy that died earlier. Nice.
Are you auto-passing leadership or are you letting them die?
Let's let him die, man.
All right.
It's more corny.
Sure.
It's more corny. I'm gonna let him die.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're gonna auto pass morale.
With my last command point, since it's bottom battle round, I'll auto pass.
Okay, sounds good. Well, that was a lot of fun.
That was great. Let's get on hero, score it up.
We were back from Michael's turn. Those are some fast-ass dwarves, dude.
Natural sprinters.
Natural sprinters, yeah. You killed some Blood Reavers.
Felt good.
I could have auto-passed and kept you pinned, but I think it's more thematic to get a blood type point. So that's what I did. I let him run away in fear. And you scored 5 points.
I hold 1, 2 more, and completed my battle tactic, which was seized by force.
Let's go ahead and roll off. I break ties because Michael was so nice and let me go first. Let's see what happens.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yep, you go for it.
I roll the 6. I'm gonna go because I'm not too worried about a double turn. Michael's still pretty far away, and I can try to kill some stuff. So we'll be back for the top of battle round 2, Blades of Khorne.
We're at the top of battle round 2. Khorne is getting ready to go. David, what's your battle tactic?
My battle tactic is going to be eye for an eye.
Aye.
Eye.
Aye.
Eye for an eye. Aye. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
Let's get into heroic actions.
Sure.
I'm gonna try to get a command point. Let's try to get a command point with Choppy.
Old Choppy.
Old Choppy doesn't get it.
Oh, not old Choppy, regular Choppy.
Regular Choppy, yeah. Old
That's
Choppy's
old
over here.
Let's try and get a commandular point with the Battlesmith. He gets 1.
Very nice. He is good at getting command points.
He's great.
Okay.
We're gonna try and do a banishment roll.
Okay.
And we're gonna try with this Rune Smiter before he dies. And this might be the only thing he gets to do today.
Okay.
Hup.
Oh, you got it. You banished me. And I can't drop it the turn that it gets banished. So let's go ahead and do some prayers. I'm gonna try to blood bag.
Yep.
1 second. Blood sacrifice goes on a 4, so I'm gonna re-roll that. Nope, roll a 3 again, so no blood bag for me. We're gonna go ahead and do bronzed flesh on regular Choppy.
Nice.
That fails. And then we're gonna try to do unholy add to the rend with him. Let's see if it goes off. It doesn't, and I take a mortal.
Yep.
I got a 5 up ward, and I save it.
Nice.
Okay, no prayers for me, that's fine. It's the end of the hero phase. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this blood type point, and I get to move up to 3 units, d6 inches. So let's start by moving this gentleman right here. 4 inches. So he's just gonna go, boop.
And since we're brand new with this book and not a lot of people have seen it, can you read the rule for those at home?
Yes, absolutely.
Because he's gets to do all sorts of cool stuff, right? Gets to put him into combat.
Yeah, so this is called Murder Lust. At the end of each hero phase, so enemy or friendly, up to 3 different friendly Blades of Khorne units, more than 3 from all enemy units, can make a move of d6. Roll separately for each unit. They can finish this move within 3 inches of enemy units. So awesome. I just get drawn in.
Yep.
Okay, so let's try these little flesh hounds right here. They go 2, so we'll move them. For my 3rd movement with Murder Lust, I'm gonna move the Bloodletters right there. Let's see what they get. A 1? You guys. Fun Murder Lust.
Yeah, I really like it, it's cool.
All right, let's go ahead and get into my movement now. I think we're all done with shenanigans, and we'll be right back to show you what I did.
David, you've finished your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on.
The Slaughter Priest moved in the hero phase to keep that unit from going anywhere, and then the Bloodletters are just descending on them with their 2-inch reach to hopefully do some damage. The Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage went ahead and moved 12 outside of 3 of the guys right here. We're gonna try to charge back onto that objective, do some mortal wound damage. The Blood Reavers here ran. They moved 8 inches total and just kind of set up a new screen in front of my other Slaughter Priest. Bloodletters in the back ran, moved 7 inches just to continue holding that objective. Flesh Hounds in the center of the board moved within 3. I don't think I'm gonna charge, but if I kill a unit and I have a blood type point, I can use Murder Lust to pin some things in Michael's turn. And then my 2 Bloodthirsters, Old Choppy, and the General are gonna go ahead and kill some Volkites, which is exactly what Michael wants. And then I've got 5 units of Flesh Hounds standing on the outside of that objective. So I'm going to start with the Hellfire Breath from the Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster. The attack characteristic of the breath is equal to the number of models in the target unit to a maximum of 10. There's 10 in the unit, so we're going to have 10 fire breaths. This is going to be 2s and 3s, -1, 1.
We're going to all out defense. Yes, all out defense.
Okay, sounds good. 2s. 3s. 5 at -1.
5 5-ups. And then 6s.
Okay, 3 damage. Okay, big chunky flail, 3s and 3s. Hits. Wounds, -1.
5. Come on. Nope. 6 damage.
6 damage. Nice ward roll.
Wow,
3
that was
more damage.
surprising. Yeah.
Let's see what the Insensate gets. He gets a 7. 7's fine. Old Choppy. Actually, let's do the Wrath of Khorne first.
Okay.
That's a 5. And then Old Choppy. Old Choppy gets a 4. He was 3 inches away. Okay, the Bloodletters are going to charge. 5. 5. They're just going to pile. They're just going to go straight at this unit here. Let's do Roar with Old Choppy. Roar fails. And then let's do Stomp with the Bloodthirster Wrath of Khorne. Stomp's good. 2 mortal wounds.
6s.
No wards, because you're now within 3 of Old Choppy.
Oh, I just can't take wards if I'm near him.
If you're within 3 inches of him, no ward save.
Got it.
So 1 more guy dies.
I failed them anyways. So at the top of combat, we'll announce that my Volkites will fight on death. Both units of Volkites are going to fight on death.
Okay, the Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster has Halo of Blood, which means he fights first. He also has an ability called Commander of Tyrants, where I can pick a Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage, wholly within 16 of this unit that has not yet fought. This unit and that unit can fight one after the other in the order of your choice. So that effectively makes them both fight first, because he also fights at the start of the combat phase, and they fight one after another. So we're going to fire up with the Wrath of Khorne first. He's got 8 attacks, 2s and 2s, -2 D3. Let's see what we get. 2s, cut dice there. Okay, everything hits, and then everything wounds. So you've got 8 at -2.
I have no save.
Okay, so that's 8 D3 damage, 20 damage.
They're dead. You did 20 damage?
I did.
What?
Yeah, because I rolled 15 damage on D3s.
Whoa.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
That's...
Yeah.
He's trash.
Battle
trash.
Battle tactic complete.
They are all going to pile in and fight.
Okay?
Yeah, let's put them all at the big guy.
Okay, I'll do an all-out defense into that dude.
Here they come. In 4s. Oh yeah, take 2 wounds.
I failed 1. The leader is in, so I've got 15 attacks. This is going to be 3s and 3s. 6s are mortals with decapitating blow. That was the worst roll I've ever seen.
Whoa, that was really bad. Whoa,
3
what
hits.
happened?
2 saves, -1.
4s. Saved 1, failed 1.
Okay, single damage.
6. Took a wound.
Okay, take a wound.
That was weird.
That was a little weird, yeah.
So deep in the scrum, we have 3 attacks at the Aspiring Deathbringer, and we have 4 attacks at the Bloodthirster.
3 into the Slaughter Priest, 4 into the Bloodthirster, got it.
Yes, and one of those 4 is the Carl, so 5, count them 5, into the Bloodthirster.
Okay.
Huh. All right, 2 hits. No wounds.
Okay.
And then 3 into the Slaughter Priest. Huh. Oh, they hit. 3 wounds, rend 1.
He does, 6s. Save 1. And then he is not close to the mystical terrain, so he'll take 2 wounds. He's got 6 wounds total. Let's fight with him, because it's fun. He's got the Hackblade and Wrathhammer. This is 5 attacks. 3s and 4s. Three saves at -1.
4s?
5s. Oh no, 4s.
Yep.
Darn it. 2 damage.
Okay, and 6s. Okay, one guy dies, and one takes a wound.
Okay.
The guy who dies will immediately fight
Okay.
and swing at your aspiring, or your slaughter priest.
Okay.
At the slaughter priest. We hit. Failed the wound.
Okay. He's very happy. Let's do all out attack.
Okay.
So we're 3s and 2s on 5 attacks. Okay, 4 hits.
Nice.
Looking for 2s.
Hook her up.
Okay.
Okay, no explosions.
No saves?
No explosions.
That's 4 saves at -2.
Okay, I can do this. 4, -2. 3s go to 5s.
Oh, 5s.
5s.
Yeah.
5s. I saved 1.
Okay. That's D3 plus 3. So we've got 18 damage.
Okay, here we go. So many. 18 damage. Here we go. Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 damage.
11 damage. So 6 guys go down. So you get 6 guys that get to fight now.
So we get 5 guys, or 5 swings, and they're all going into the slaughter priest.
Uh-huh. Smart move.
3 hit. It's force wound. Oh, 1 wound.
He does take it though. Michael, that's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to Inspiring Presence and auto pass their morale.
Okay, sounds good.
Khorne have completed their turn. How'd you score?
I scored 5 points, and I killed a unit of Volkites doing eye for an eye. Got a blood type point, did not kill the other Volkites, did spike though, 15 damage was good, didn't roll any outrageous carnage, and my general surprised the hell out of both of us and did 20 damage, so old Choppy didn't get to do anything.
Sure, he just stood there and took a wound from a Volkite like a chump.
Yeah, I chose not to pile in because I want to try to use an ability in Michael's hero phase and see if I can get a little bit farther away from him. So yeah, that's where we're at. He did Inspiring Presence, so he's got all my units pinned. I think my Slaughter Priest is out. But yeah, that's where we're at. So let's go ahead and get into your turn. What are you going to do for your battle tactic?
Eye for an eye.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that's very doable.
I do have the ability right now to declare 2 because I have a Galatian champion over on that point. I'm not declaring 2. You can't make me.
Sure.
So let's do heroic actions. I got 1 command point. Let's try and get another command point with my Battlesmith.
Okay.
Yes, he has one.
Okay. I am going to do Finest Hour on Old Choppy.
We are going to try and summon an invocation.
Okay, before you do that, I'd like to try to banish.
Banish away.
What is the Zargon Flamespitter's value?
I think it's only a 3. Yep, it's a 3.
Okay, let's try to banish the Flamespitter. Nope, stays.
Okay. I'm going to bring out the Molten Infernoth. Rerolling 4 up.
Okay.
Or rerolling 3 up.
Before you do that, what is your rune?
Let's do Rune of Fury. Add 1 to hits for attacks with melee weapons by friendly Fyreslayers units.
Okay.
I'm saving the other ones for later.
Yeah.
For when it's better. Let's see if we get the bonus effect. We do not. The bonus effect for that one's real good. It's +1 attack.
Nice.
Now I can do my invocation. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. This is a rerolling 3 up.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. Okay, you get it. What's the range of this bad boy?
It's 12, which means it's 24.
Woo! Yeet.
Let's roll 2d6 for our movement. We rolled doubles.
Yes. So it's going to come out and then dispel itself, but not before it does a bunch of damage. Okay, he rolled doubles for his move. Now he gets to roll 12 dice for each unit within 3 inches.
Yeah.
And each 6 is D3 mortal wounds.
Correct, Mundo.
But once this is done, it dispels itself.
It does.
Okay. So where are you going to start?
Let's start on the Slaughter Priest.
Okay. He's alive!
Oh, he's fine.
Okay.
He's fine. And then the, let's do the blood letters.
Okay.
They're going to take 3d3 mortals.
Okay.
Seven mortals.
Okay, I'm not within an inch.
Oh yeah, blood letters are 2 wounds now.
They are 2 wounds now. It feels good.
I forgot about that. And then the insensate rage.
2d3 mortals.
Mortals.
4 mortals. I'll take my licks. And it goes away. Well, that was good.
That was cool.
You did 11 mortal wounds.
Neat. That is it for hero phase.
Okay. It's the end of the hero phase. I'm going to do Murder Lust again.
Yep.
And I'm going to use my last blood type point. Let's move the Flesh Hounds first, see how far they go. D6 for 5.
They're all in it.
They're all in everywhere. And then, Michael, we're going to move these also, because they're outside of combat, the Insensate and the Wrath of Khorne.
So strong.
Yeah, Murder Lust is amazing. So we've pinned everything except for the General and the Grimwrath Berserker, and we've moved back 6 and 5 inches with them. So that's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Let's move.
Let's move.
Michael, we're back from your movement phase. Tell me what you did, starting with the Grimwrath Berserker.
The Grimwrath moved a mighty 4-inch, and he's going to go chase down David's general, who, like a coward, ran away from him.
Mm-hmm. He fights first, and then the other guy next to him has Finest Hour, so Michael's probably just going to try to focus down the general if he gets in. What's going on over here?
Everything stayed perfectly still because almost everything's within 3 inches of these flesh hounds who locked up my whole army. So we're going to try and shoot them, and we'll definitely kill them, but we're just kind of stuck staring at these silly flesh hounds. On the other side of the board, the Volkites moved forward. Now, we did forget on camera to roll the prayer. We did the prayer of runic empowerment from my rune smiter, so they're +1 to wound. And then the rune smiter tunnel mastered back to safety, so he's hanging out back here.
Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and get set up for shooting. My general is hanging out, going to get shot at by the Zargon flame spitter. This is 12 dice, mortals on 6s.
Take 2 mortals.
Okay.
That's exactly math. 5 up wards because you're outside.
Right. Nothing.
Nice.
I take 2 wounds.
Nailed it. So we're going to do the roaring fire stream, which he held in his belly. Okay. So it's Ren 3 now.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s, wound on 3s. They all hit.
Okay.
And 3s. 4 wounds.
That's 2 dead flesh hounds.
Okay. His throwing axe. Huh.
Hits. Wounds.
Red 1.
6. Failed it.
Single damage. All 3 of the hero axes at the same time. Save on. Oh, they all miss.
Okay.
Okay, great.
20 axe attacks.
Let me.
It's axe chucking time, folks.
Is 20 axes enough? No.
We're about to find out.
No. Why are we doing this all at the same time? Because they're terrible and nobody wants to watch us roll these dice slowly.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh yeah. 4 wounds with 20 axes.
5s. Okay, I take 2 more damage.
Nice.
Okay, the Grimwrath Berserker has a 7-inch charge.
Here we go.
Come on, buddy. All right, he goes in. He gets a 9.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good.
Let's go look at the Volkites.
Okay. Dude, your charges are on point. Like, you've made so many good charges already. Like, you're like, I don't care that I'm slow. I'm just going to go ahead and charge.
It's easy.
It's easy when you roll 9s and 10s.
Dude, if this was my charges for Night Haunt, it'd be the best game ever.
You fight last, and you fight last.
Volkites charging in. 7.
8.
Oh yeah, I
Plus
get
1.
8. +1. Okay, David's talked me into it. I did forget to throw the fire axes with these guys, so we're gonna do it now.
I'm not outside of 8, so I don't have a ward.
Okay, here we go. 4s and 4s. And 4s. my goodness. 3.
1 blood letter goes down.
After they charge, I get to roll 10 dice.
Okay.
Mortals on 6s.
Into the letters.
Mortals on 6s.
Ooh.
3 mortals.
All right, that unit is half dead.
Monstrous actions.
Monstrous actions. Grimwrath Berserker. I'm gonna roar him. He's roared.
Okay.
Okay, he's already +1 to hit, but okay. And then let's go over to some Volkites. Let's stomp these bad mamma jammas.
Stomping the Volkites.
They get stamped
Yep.
for 3 mortals.
Okay, Carl has 1 wound left.
No more ward because that was the rune from the last turn.
You fight first.
I do fight first. Michael, I'm still top bracket.
Oh,
and
I'm going to announce I'm drinking the Magmandroth Ale. Before you
Okay.
go any further,
Okay.
that was always the plan.
okay.
Double my attacks characteristic.
Okay, Michael's gonna double his attack characteristic. I'm gonna fight first, and I'm gonna fight top bracket. So I'm 2s. Let's see what happens.
Cool.
4 saves at -2.
Okay. 6s. Fail them all.
Okay. That's a Fyreslayers dice,
How'd
and
that sneak in
that's
there?
6, 8, 9 damage.
He's dead.
Okay.
Now he fights.
Okay. I'm gonna pop my only command point for all-out defense.
8 attacks. 2s and 2s. Ren 2. 3 damage piece.
Jeez.
Because you're a priest.
Oh my gosh. That's really good so far, guys.
Okay. 5 at my speed.
5 at -2. I did all-out defense, so I'm on 5s. Okay.
Oh, you lucky duck, you. You're so lucky. Take
6 damage. I don't have a ward, guys. Okay. That was cute.
That was not my fight.
That was not your fight, so now you get to fight. The Volkite Berserkers.
We have 8 attacks. These are hitting on 2s. And these are going to wound on 3s. 2s and 3s.
Right, because you're +1 to hit and wound.
Yep. Cool.
It's a good start.
Wound on 3s. So 4 minus 1.
I failed them all. 4 damage. 5 attacks with the Insensate. This is going into this unit here because they are within 2 after my pile-in. So this is going to be 4s and 2s. Only 1 hit. 1 wound, -2.
6. Kill it.
That is 5 damage.
All right, that's better than it was. That's way better than 20-something damage.
Yes. Goodbye, dogs. Goodbye, cruel world. 7 Flame Strike poleaxes in range of the doggos. Let's see what happens.
Hitting on 2s, mortals on 6s. 2 mortals.
Okay.
In addition to, right?
Yep.
And then, whoop, get that there. And then 3s. 3, 6, 7 saves. All right.
Oh my goodness, he tried so hard. He took 3 damage. That's blood type point. So we're at 2.
Blood type.
This is blood type point. This is 7 attacks, 3s and 3s. 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
And 4 saves at -1.
That was much better than last time, David. Okay. So 3, 4 total.
4 total. 1, 2 dies, and 1 takes a wound. Carl's like, I can do this. With
I
my,
can do this
with
too.
my 2 attacks, I can somehow do 3 wounds.
I can do this too. Here we go. Carl going into the Slaughter Priest. 2 hits. 1 wound and 1.
Saved it
Oh, you.
with a 6. I've changed my mind about breaking base.
Yeah.
Now I have to fight him because he's closer. 5 attacks, 3s and 4s.
Okay. Nice.
4 saves, -1.
Huh. He's dead.
Oh yeah.
You got him. All right, for bravery, I will auto pass morale
Okay.
on my 6 Volkites.
I'm bravery 10. Did I lose all 7 of those in this turn? Bravery, I lose 2. Let's get on the hero cam and score it up. All right, we're back for Michael's turn. Michael, how many points, bro?
3 points. Hold 1. I failed to hold that point. I came very close, but I missed it by just a couple. I did complete my battle tactic for 2, so that's 3 points. That brings me to 8, to David's 10.
Yeah.
And then we're getting into the roll-off. David breaks ties. Hup. 3 and 2.
2.
I'm gonna. Ah, man, it's all bad. But I am gonna go for it. So we're gonna take the turn, and we will snap on or snap off. Snap on. Fyreslayers. Battle round 3.
We are back for the top of battle round 3. Michael won that roll off, so Fyreslayers are going to go. Michael, what is your battle tactic?
Battle tactic is going to be settle a grudge. So I have to, every time a unit kills somebody, I put it in my book of grudges. When I pick this battle tactic, pick one enemy unit that is still in the battlefield that I have a grudge against. You complete that battle tactic if the unit is destroyed during this turn. So we're going to try and kill this knucklehead right here.
El Capitan.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
2 command points because I'm going first. David has 3.
Yes.
Heroic actions. Let's try and get a command point with my battlesmith. Nope.
Okay. I'm going to do heroic recovery with my general. He's good?
D3.
Aww.
Only 1.
Okay.
Before I go any further, do you want to do a banishment roll?
Yeah, let's try to banish that with my general. Nope. It just gets to stay.
It just gets to stay. That's great. For my rune, I'm going to do the rune of Relentless Zeal, +2 to movement. Let's see if I get the enhanced effect, which is +2 to charge. Hup.
Oh, you got it. Okay, that's very helpful. That's very helpful.
I'm going to take all of these Hearthguards and my general, and I'm going to smash directly into David's stuff.
It's obligatory at this point.
It's either I stand there and he comes into me and I get no points, or I run directly at Bloodthirsters and maybe my scissors beats his rock. I don't know.
Yeah, we're about to find out.
We are about to find out.
I love it.
Let's chant some prayers.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to, do the +1 chanting from the
terrain feature.
From the terrain feature.
Okay.
With this gentleman right here, the first Rune Smiter, he's going to bring out the Molten Inferno.
Okay.
Yep, on 3 up. It does not. He doesn't re-roll it. The other guy gets to re-roll.
Got it.
But it's important that I use the other guy's Ember Stone for our run in charge right now.
Right.
Which is what we're doing. Hey, it goes off on a 2.
Okay,
great.
Goes off.
So the Hearthguard Berserkers get to run in charge.
Okay.
Which I felt was more important than the Inferno right now.
Yes.
I think I used the Battlesmith's ability to give a 5-up ward. Friendly Fyreslayer units within 12 have a ward of 5 instead of 6. So he plants it and then takes it with him.
That's great.
It's fine.
Love it.
That is all of my hero phase stuff.
Okay. I am going to do Murder Lust again.
Sure.
I need to try to move away from you, so I'm down to 2. Let's start with the Fleshhounds. Fleshhounds go 3. Okay, and now we're gonna move my general. He moves 2. And then we're gonna move Old Choppy. Old Choppy go 5. All right, I just shuffled a little bit. I'm done doing Murder Lust, so I'm down to 2 Blood Tithe points. And that's it, man.
Cool.
Let's go ahead and get into movement, and we'll be right back. Michael, back from the movement phase. Tell me what you did, starting with the Hearthguard.
Hearthguard moved, spent a command point to auto run, so they got to move a whopping 12 inches, sprinting at the Bloodthirsters. David obviously did not redeploy, so we're looking at a 4 or 5 inch charge right there. The Battlesmith moved in behind them, and then the General sprinted as well. Well, he didn't run, he just is really fast now. And then the Poleaxes moved They were looking at a 7-inch charge on this side because
Yep.
we got the enhanced effect.
A +2 to charge, which is very
Nice.
nice. These little bros,
They're just making pizza. They're just hanging out.
yep,
making
hanging
pizza,
out by the oven. Zargon Flame Spitter.
doing its thing.
And
then I have 6 little dudes. They're going to throw some axes, see if they can bring some guys down. But before we do, let's activate the Flame Spitter.
Okay.
Zargon Flame Spitter, 12 shots at the general mortals on 6s. Take a mortal.
I will take it because I don't have a mortal wound save because you're within 8 inches of me.
Nice.
Okay?
Only 1 shot with the Flame Breath.
Mm-hmm.
Hits on 2.
Okay.
Hits. Wounds on 3. Ren 1.
Punches.
Ren 1. Because he didn't hold in his breath.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Okay. I failed it.
Haha. Now he's going to chuck his axe at you.
Okay.
Hoop. Misses.
Okay.
These guys ran, so no axes for them. Those guys are too far away.
Okay.
Let's look at those 6 little axes on the other side of the battle. 6 axes, all at the Blood Letter.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, we got 3 hits. 2 wounds.
He's dead.
Charging. Hearthguard, Berserkers, going in.
That's a 9. Magma Droth.
Magma Droth, going in.
7.
7 is good. Hearthguard need a 7 on dice.
Okay.
That's a 6 on dice. We have 1 command point. Send it. Sent
Yes.
it.
Go. Go Gadget Flame Strike Pole Axes. That's a 10-inch charge, folks.
All right, guys. If this works, I'm a genius. If it doesn't work, I will be ever shamed. Monstrous actions.
Okay. You get to do all yours first.
I'm going to roar your general.
Okay.
Your roar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to Titanic Duel the Magma Droth with my Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage, and I am going to stomp on the Broad Axes.
Okay, stomping the broad axes.
Okay, goes off. 2 mortal wounds.
4s.
Okay, we did 1 wound so far.
So Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage
Yeah.
into the Magma Droth.
Yep. This is 3s and 2s because I did
Titanic Duel?
Titanic Duel. Yep. Okay, we got 4 hits.
Outrageous Carnage.
3 wounds, 1 Outrageous Carnage, and okay, so not everything can take wards. So this unit takes 4 mortal wounds,
Okay.
and then the Magma Droth takes 4 mortal wounds,
Yes, he does.
and then the Broad Axes take 4 mortal wounds, but they have a 4-up ward because they're not within 3 of Old Choppy.
And what was the Outrageous Carnage range again? I just can't remember.
Everything within 8.
I saved 3 of those.
Okay, so we got a guy.
Got a guy.
Okay, so Outrageous Carnage is done. Now you have 3 saves at -2 into the mag.
I failed them all.
Okay, so that's D3 plus 2 because you're reducing my damage.
Right.
So you're gonna take.
What are you doing?
You're gonna take 15 damage.
He's dead.
Okay, so we got the Magma Droth. Now,
So, all at your general.
see if you can do 7.
Mortals on 4s.
Uh-huh.
3, 6, 9.
Okay.
I did it.
So you got the general.
I did it.
Nice.
3 attacks on the Slaughter Priest. Huh.
Oh!
3 hits. 2 wounds. Rend 1. Take your 6 up saves.
I failed them both. I've got 1 wound left. 21 attacks into the Hearthguard Berserkers. This is going to be 3s and 4s with the Blood Dart Claws. Karanak is right above them, and his profile is backwards, which is stupid. Okay, 4s. 8. No rend.
So we got 5s and 5s. Okay, I didn't roll a single 5.
Okay.
And then, so the reason these are 5s instead of 4s is because we're too far away to get our 4-up saves from the hero, but we are still within range of the 5-up ward from the base.
Right. Yep.
Okay. So I rolled 3 5s on 18 dice. So I take 2, 4, and a wound.
Okay, 2 dead dudes and a wound.
So we have 17 pole axes attacked. Let's spike 6s right now and just wreck you on mortals.
Just lift him.
Just lift him.
Just lift him.
Here we go.
Send it. There's
So
4
there's
mortals.
4 mortals.
Okay. I would like to elect to do an all-out defense, please. I would have done that regardless.
Nope, you may not. It's too late. I already rolled it.
You're my friend. You'll let me do it.
Take 3, 6, 7, 8.
This is 4 3s. Uh-oh. He takes 3 more wounds.
Okay.
Okay, so he has suffered 8. Okay, this is 5 attacks, 3s, and 4s with the Slaughter Priest. Everything hits. And let's go 4s. 4 wounds minus 1 rend.
5s.
Nice.
Well, that's all the 5s I wanted before.
2 damage.
All right. Remove one more guy.
Michael has 2 attacks going into my Bloodthirster, and then he has the rest of the stuff going into the dogs.
So 2 into the Bloodthirster, 1 hit, no wound. Yay! Okay, and then the doggos. Okay, take 4 and minus 1.
I failed them all. That's 4 dead dogs. Is that the end of the combat, Michael? That was freaking bloody, dude.
That was super bloody. I'm gonna roll some bravery across the board here. These Hearthguard lost 3. Yeah, they're at 7. 6 plus 3 is 9. Brave 8, so only 1 guy runs.
Okay, ain't bad.
Cool.
And then the pole axes lost 2, and they're brave 8, so they can't fail.
And then they lost 1, they're brave 7.
So on a nope, you don't have to roll.
They're good. Okay, cool.
Beautiful. All right. Well, that was something. I don't know what to think of that. That was a crazy turn. Let's get on the hero cam and talk about it. Welcome back, Michael. That was insane.
Yes.
Very, very insane. So much damage all of a sudden.
It was outrageous.
It was outrageous carnage. So yeah.
Like, when you punch through the magma droth and then he exploded on the guy standing next to him, best.
Yeah,
like
that was great.
It's moments like that is why we play Warhammer, to see crazy interactions like that you wouldn't expect.
Yep.
So I hold 1, I hold 2, I don't hold more. I came so close to killing that Slaughter Priest over there. And I did complete my battle tactic, which was Settle the Grudge. So we get 4 points, puts me up to 12.
Yeah.
And then we're getting into David's turn. What are you gonna do?
For my battle tactic, I'm going to do Desecrate their lands. I'm going to go over here.
Yep.
I don't get another command point. I have 2 command points. My general's dead.
Oh yeah, your general is dead, just like mine.
Our generals are dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so I only have 2 command points.
So, since you're going second,
Yeah.
you can go with your Galatian champion, and he can do 2. So he can get a command point, and he can strike for the opening and fight immediately.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do it.
Thank you for reminding me. On a 2-up,
Yep.
okay, so he gets a command point for his own usage. And then he's going to strike at the opening. Man, you're such a good friend, dude.
Yeah.
3s and 4s.
Now, he does get strike last after this, but who cares?
Right. Make a save. -1.
Huh. He's dead.
I kill the guy.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that was a fun heroic action.
I will get a command point on a 2-up with the Battlesmith. Yes.
Okay. I am going to try to bring out the Wrath Axe. It's a 4-up, and I can re-roll because my dude is in the shrine. It comes out.
Wrath Axe coming out.
Double the range. Let's figure out where I'm going to set it. Wrath Axe is out. Now we're going to try to do something fun. We're going to try to boil your blood.
Okay.
So on a 4, you take D6 mortal wounds.
Okay, great.
It fails.
Fails.
Ah, I wanted it. Let's use some blood tithe points.
Yes. What do you want to do?
I'm going to use 4 blood tithe points to do Apoplectic Frenzy. I can pick a friendly Blades of Khorne unit within 3 of an enemy unit. That Blades of Khorne unit can fight. So I'm going to pick the Insensate Rage. I go down to 1.
Seems good.
And when I'm eligible to fight, I'm also eligible to pile in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then he suffered 8 wounds, and he doesn't get to fight top bracket.
Okay.
So let's see what's happened to him. He still has 5 attacks with the Great Axe of Khorne, but the Outrageous Carnage only does 3 mortal wounds.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, so this is this is 4s and 2s.
Okay.
Okay, 2 hits. 2 wounds at -2.
I have no save.
That is 6, 10 damage.
10 damage. Oh no.
No wards, guys, because he has Agrax blade thing. So let's move the Wrath Axe. Wrath Axe flies over and lands. It's going to do D3 mortal wounds because it crossed you on a 2-up. On a 2-up. 2 mortal wounds.
Okay.
And then it's going to fly up in the air and smash down. On a 2-up, it does D3 mortal wounds. If I roll a 6, it does D6, and it is dispelled.
Go ahead.
Okay? Spindly little things.
Yeah.
It's a 1, so nothing happens. That's it for my damage.
Sounds great.
Let's go ahead and get into movement phase, and we'll show you what I did.
David, you've completed your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on.
The Slaughter Priest, although he is fight last and mortally wounded, he's staying in because I need to get some charges off and get onto that point. The Blood Reavers are moving around the terrain to charge and hopefully get on the point. The Slaughter Priest came out of Garrison. If you guys don't know about Garrisons, this is really nice. He can come out within 6 of the Garrison, so you can get like a nice 7-inch move when you pop out of the terrain. So he can also try to charge. The Bloodletters are just standing on the objective. I can't get anywhere before the end of the game, so they're just gonna keep doing their thing. This Bloodthirster is going to stay in and finish off the Hearthguard, and then the other Bloodthirster rolled a run of 1 inch and is standing right there next to that terrain to get Desecrate them lands. Okay, let's charge the Blood Reavers. They're +1 to charge. They get a 5, 6. I'm going to re-roll that. Yeah, I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay.
So I'm down to 1 command point. Okay, there we go. That's a 9. That's what I needed. Slaughter Priest going to try to do the old wraparound. That's a 10. All right, Michael, I'm going to do Monstrous Action Stomp. I'm going to stomp some dudes. Goes off. 1 mortal wound. Okay, and then we can stay right here. I'm going to go ahead and activate this unit first, I believe. So let's go ahead and fight with Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage. We're going to go last command point for all-out attack, and we're going to roll 5 attacks to 3s and 2s.
Okay.
3 misses. 2 wounds, 1 Outrageous Carnage.
I have nothing against those wounds.
Okay, so they'll die because they're going to take 2d3 plus 3, and then they're going to take 3 mortal wounds. So those ones go.
They're dead.
And then these gentlemen here have 3 mortal wounds.
Just outside of 12. I have 1 command point. Only this guy can issue it, so I'm going to roll an all-out attack, even though it's probably not necessary.
But why not?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 2s. Oh, look, it was necessary.
Yeah, there were some 2s up in there.
2s. Okay. And 3s. All right, so take 5 and -1.
Dead. Dead dog.
D-E-D.
That's a dead dog, son.
Announcing fight on deck.
Okay, you really want to get
my 4 attacks.
I know what you're doing with that fight on deck.
You might not know what I'm doing.
3s and 4s.
After that last time. Never again. So paranoid.
Not bad. 6 wounds, no rend.
4s. I take 3.
Okay, 1, and then another guy because you had 1 wounded one.
Okay, so 2 attacks at the little guys.
Okay.
They both hit. Reavers, that's the name of the Reavers. 1 wound, Ren 1.
One guy dies.
Kill him.
Michael, he's gonna make a murder roll.
Oh, here it is.
When he dies on a 5-up
Murder
roll, nothing happens.
Yeah, I was a little sad that you forgot to do it on the. We forgot to do
I
it.
also was sad. I'm gonna pull the headless guy.
All into the Reavers.
Okay.
They all hit.
Okay.
2 wounds. Ren 1.
Murder roll.
Murder.
Nothing.
No murders.
Darn it. Let's go with the dude that has 1 wound left.
Just roll all of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Both slaughter priests at the same time.
Extra slaughter. 3s and 4s. You got 2 at -1.
Save 1, failed 1.
Okay, 2 damage.
Okay. Another dead guy.
Another dead guy.
At their. Fails to hit.
Okay.
Sergeant lost 3 this round. 3 plus 3 is 6. He's fine.
Okay.
He's alive.
The sergeant is like, take that, suckers.
You're stuck in here with me. That's it.
At the bottom of the battle round, I will auto pass bravery with my last command point that I'll probably have for the rest of the battle. And that's
then
it.
Let's go on hero and score it up.
Okay.
Khorne have completed their turn. David, how'd you score?
I scored 4 points. You were smart to pile into the doggo and kill him, because if I would have killed 1 more Hearthguard, then I would have stolen that objective.
Yes.
So that was a really good play. I have these 2 objectives and you have your 2 objectives. I completed my battle tactic of desecrate their land. The score is 12-14 and we're getting into a roll-off. Interesting roll-off. Let's go ahead and see what happens.
Yep. Oh no.
Okay?
Oh yeah, you win.
All right, we're gonna do some Math Hammer. We'll be back on to let you know how it all shook out. We are back. Instead of starting battle round 4, we've decided to call it a game. Michael?
How did it all shake out? It was wild and bloody, and
Yes.
At the end of that turn, David won the roll-off. I had 7 models on the board. There was no sense in continuing the struggle, even though it was a valiant fight. What a bloody game. So the final score, I had 12. We felt comfortable that I was not going to score any more points. Mm-hmm. You had battle tactics that you could have achieved. So we gave you full points for the remaining 2 rounds. Grand strategy achieved. So the only thing David had to do at that point was to banish my 1 invocation. So off screen, I just made him roll twice. He banished it. Done. No grand strat for me. So final score for me is 12 to your 27.
27, yeah. And I got to tell you, man, I really like the tech of the new Blades of Khorne.
Yeah.
They did this book good. I've heard some positive and negative reviews about Bloodthirsters specifically. I think they're fantastic and phenomenal, especially in in Baleful Lord's sub-faction. The fact that they can fight top tier, they got extra wounds, extra movement, and they've got a ward when they're out of combat, and they hit, wound, and have more reliable damage. Super good. The Insensate Rage Bloodthirsters with the D3+3 did a surprising and shocking amount of damage, I think.
You did, yeah, you spiked pretty
Yeah,
aggressively.
I was rolling lots of 5s and 6s on my D3 damage. 1 attack into the Magmadroth, I did 3d3+2 because he was reducing damage, but then I rolled 9 on the D3, so he still took 15 damage, even with his damage reduction, and that's what makes him so tanky, so I was very surprised. And then what happened after that?
He exploded.
He exploded, and he threw lava at my general, and then my general exploded. So our generals killed each other. They just faced each other. It was amazing. Let's talk about MVPs and LVPs for you while I think. What do you think?
MVP, Grimwrath Berserker. Even though he didn't do it, we had so much fun sprinting a 100-point model at 2 Bloodthirsters and swinging for the fences.
Yes, and he was 2s, neg 2, 3 on 8 attacks. Luckily, I had strike first, so I was able to kill him because he definitely would have killed me had I not had strike first.
And
yeah, so he's MVP.
Like, you chopped You actually saved pretty well.
Yeah, I made 3 saves on 5 dice.
Yeah.
So I only took 6 damage, but I could have died immediately.
He's 110 points that like charged 2 Bloodthirsters. That's the best part of the Fyreslayers is doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
like
they have so
sprinting at
many
you.
shining moments. The other shining moment for me when you were playing was when you rolled that hot 6 for your rune and you were able to move an extra 2 and charge an extra 2, and you got both units of Berserkers and your general into both of my Bloodthirsters.
That was wild.
That was shocking how quickly they moved, because I was doing all kinds of movement shenanigans throughout the course of the game. So
yeah, had that not happened, we were pinned so badly into deployment. I was not expecting one unit of Bloodhounds to just keep pinging me in my deployment.
Yeah.
And just keeps jamming me up.
Right, that new ability, Murderlust, where you can move up to 3 units D6 in every hero phase, is so good because it's literally like 3 redeploys, and you can use it to get into combat, or you can use it to move away and then add on redeploy. So it just makes things really, really hard to pin down, deal with, and it makes it really hard to get out of your own deploy if you're a castle style army.
Both my invocations did really well this game. The Flame Spitter did well. The Infernoth did really well. He rolled that hot double and like showed up and just did a ton of damage for no apparent reason.
Did 11 mortal wounds and then just disappeared. Yeah, I love the invocations. Super cool.
The Battlesmith didn't do so hot this game because of the matchup, right? Like his spell ignore obviously isn't going to come up. He got to rally 1 Volkite.
Yeah, yeah.
So it just never really came. Like it never really connected for him. And then he even like put his banner down and gave everybody wards, and then I ran directly into the thing that says you don't get wards. It was like,
right, yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, so is he LVP then?
He's LVP, but I don't think it's really his fault. Like
Yeah, I think all of your units functioned exactly like they were supposed to. The Magmadroth had a big job to do to try to go into those Bloodthirsters and survive. But yeah, I think that Khorne is in a really good spot right now. I also have an army-wide spell ignore that helps me stack Blood Tithe points. Didn't come up this game because Michael doesn't cast any spells, but I didn't really hurt for Blood Tithe points throughout the course of the game anyway.
No, you didn't.
I promise you that all of the people that you play that run Khorne are going to be using Murderlust a lot because it is very, very good. So yeah, I don't really see a lot of summons coming out of this army anymore unless it's like late game. Like we had talked about, like in the 4th and 5th battle round, I could have summoned like a unit of Fleshhounds to make sure I got my grand strategy or whatever. But yeah, the blood blessings of Khorne are amazing. The prayers are really, really good. Unholy Flames, +1 to Rend. You've got one where you can move in the hero phase. You've got Bronze Flesh still. Just all really, really good stuff. Yeah, and then the artifact to ignore ward saves for everything within 3 of him is really good in conjunction with the fight first from him, and then they help each other fight top tier.
Yeah.
So a list with 4 Bloodthirsters and a bunch of chaff could be really fun. Just take 2 Smash Bros units where there's just 2 Bloodthirsters and do this, and then just pin with all of the small stuff using Murderlust. So super, super good. I'm gonna give MVP to my general because he killed the Magmadroth. No, he didn't. You're not MVP.
Yeah, Old Choppy did.
Old Choppy is going to be MVP because he killed the Magmadroth with 1 swing, like that. That was super cool. And then I'll give LVP to, I guess I'll give it to my general for dying before he got to fight in that combat phase. Because the Magmadroth killed him with his little lava spew ability.
That was funny.
He did 9 mortal wounds on the way out. Yeah, so really, really good matchup. We had counters for each other, and we kind of also were able to do some of the abilities that we have because we're both priests.
Yeah.
But it was fun that we both had invocations and priests, and we were banishing and doing all that fun stuff. So really, really fun matchup, man. Very exciting. Thank you so much for joining us and hanging out with us to this point. We have lots of good stuff coming. We have Soulblight Gravelords, Oziark Bone Reapers, Karajan Overlords. We're working on Seraphon, getting that release ready. Like, so much good stuff coming. Yeah, and next week I plan on bringing a list that has a bunch of Mighty Skull Crushers in it because people have been talking about how good they are. They are good. They have a lot of really good abilities and they're beautiful models. So I am furiously painting 9 of those, and we're going to match them up against Soulblight Gravelords, and then we're going to match Soulblight Gravelords up against new OCR Bone Reapers.
That'd be
So
good.
tons and tons of new release. Please stay tuned. Please support the channel. Like, share, subscribe. Consider becoming a member. And that's it for today.
Thank you so much for joining us. See you next week.